Hi everyone, hope you're doing well from wherever you're watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, regarding Gachagua and his team have been leading their campaign in Mount Kenya. In fact, they started from Mount Kenya West, and the last rally they had, it was in Nyeri. And therefore, after this, the next move is to take the opposition rally to Mount Kenya East. Mount Kenya East, that is where Kindiki is coming from. The Meru, the Mbere, the Embu. That is where Gachagua and his team are heading. And therefore, before Gachagua makes his way to Mount Kenya East, Kindiki rushed back home to go and remind Rigathi Gachagua of some issues ahead of his rally to Mount Kenya East. The issues is mentioning them, the issues is warning him about, and the issues is trying to remind him about before stepping to Mount Kenya East. And here is Kindiki's message to Gachagua and his allies. Kwanza amemuita wewe nani? Ukikuja hapa, kuja kwa heshima. And so many other things that he has talked about.
Mimi nasikia kuna watu wana safari hapa sijui siku gani. Nyinyi nani? Wewe nani? Wewe nani? Wewe nani? Ukifika hapa, kuja na heshima bwana. Wewe kuja na heshima. Usikuja na madharau. Usikuja na kiherehere. Usikuja na kimbelembele. Sisi hapa hatupendi madharau. Na sisi hatuna shida na mtu yeyote. Bora ukuja na heshima. Useme mambo yako. Alafu kwende. Kwa sababu sisi sio watu ya fujo. Lakini hiyo madharau ukiendelea nayo, ukikataa kuachana na hiyo tabia ya matusi, wewe tutakuaibisha bwana. Wewe nani wewe? Wewe nani? Wewe nani? Niseme nisiseme. Niseme nisiseme. Niseme nisiseme. Juzi wewe umeenda pale na kimbelembele na madharau pale Mbere North. Ukaanza kuingia hapo mahali ambao hujakanyanga siku ile ulikuwa naibu wa rais. Saa hiyo unajifanya marafiki na watu ya Mbere. Ukazunguka pale, ukajipiga kipua, ukasema wewe ni maarifu. Sisi tukakuja pale, tukakwambia tutakuangusha. Tulimwangusha, hatukumwangusha. Tulimnyoa, hatukumnyoa. Tulimnyoa, hatukumnyoa. Tukafika pale tukasema wamudhende.
Now, the issue of Mount Kenya politics remain a big rivalry for Gachagua and Kindiki. And therefore, everyone has to fight and pull towards his side. That is clearly what is trying to come out here. And so, ahead of Gachagua's visit, I want us to go deeper and understand what the intention, the plan, and then we also look into what Gachagua and the Kindiki have been able to achieve politically in Mount Kenya region. But before we go deep into that, I have a quick and humble request. For those who are watching this channel and you have not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our returning subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much, and back to our discussion. Now, Kindiki is warning Gachagua, usikuja na madharau, usikuja na kimbelembele, kuja kwa heshima. That's a warning. He's doing so because he knows when Gachagua gets to Mount Kenya region, especially even in Mount Kenya East, he goes there to mock Kindiki. The first thing he will tell people is about wewe mtu ya soprano. And actually, Gachagua's team has forced Kindiki to try and force himself to speak with a bass. Yani imebidi Kindiki ajaribu kuinvent bass yani haiko, so that asionekana anaongea with soprano. Every time wewe mtu wa soprano. So that is a kind of intimidation that Gachagua has always done to Kithure Kindiki. Wewe mtu wa soprano. So Kindiki is rushing there to go and remind him that ulikuja kwa madharau, kakuja kwa kiburi, lakini tulikushinda. So again, ahead of Gachagwa's visit, Kindiki went there to mock Gachagua about the previous by-election where UDA won against the United Opposition candidate who was vying on JB Muturi's party ticket. Unajua hata ilifika mahali paka Gachagua akaanza kusema mimi sikukuwa na candidate, nilienda kuunga mkono candidate wa JB Muturi. So Kindiki is going there to try and reclaim the region, because he knows that they are in a serious war under the broad-based and the Kenya Kwanza arrangement, where everyone is pulling toward their side. ODM is saying they want the running mate. Lawyers are saying we have numbers this time round, we are voting for you. Then Kindiki is there that I'm in this position. But then the question has been, will you bring the numbers that Gachagua was able to bring on the negotiating table? Will you have those numbers? That has been the question. And therefore, because of worry, Kindiki gets back home and remind Gachagua allies that we won. This guy's head Wamudende as a candidate. And you see, he's still reminding them of Wamudende. Hey, that story. That I was able to beat your candidate. Therefore, you are just nothing in Mount Kenya East. Wewe ni moto ya karatasi. That is the communication Kindiki is trying to tell Gachagua. But why would Kindiki go and rush to talk about this ahead of Gachagwa's visit? There is worry from Kindiki's camp. The only person who is posing a threat to Kindiki to defend his position as a running mate to William Ruto is Gachagua. Because in every position you will get in politics, it is because of your numbers. Not because you are a good servant, you are going, as of now, in arrangement we are having today. It is because of numbers. Because if it was based on an arrangement that you are the best person to work for that position, Mudavadi will be there running mate to William Ruto. Kazi anaielewa. Cha pili, yeye hana tamaa sana. But why was Kindiki positioned to replace Gachagua? Because Mount Kenya had numbers. So the issue of number is everything that most politicians need as of now. So Kindiki knows that he has to come to the table with the numbers. And he has identified his opponent, a person who is destroying his numbers. That person, Rigathi Gachagua. Ndio maana anakuja anasema, wewe Goliath, tulikumaliza, tulikuzika. So Gachagua will be heading to Mount Kenya East, and the issue is about whipping the emotion of the people from Mount Kenya to find a reason not to associate themselves with William Ruto. He wanted the people of Mount Kenya to find a reason not to vote for Ruto. And there is something Kindiki and his team have been trying so much to make sure that even if Ruto will not get the total Mount Kenya region votes, at least he get a section of certain region. And that section, the area where Kindiki is really banking on, the Mount Kenya East. There are at least the Embus, the Merus are going to stand with him. That's where he comes from. That the Meru people will be with him. And therefore, the war will keep on going. And we'll be seeing more of Kindiki Gachagua war in Mount Kenya, where Ruto is not really directly involved.